Hi everyone, and welcome to Mike's grammar tip for the week. This week we're going to look at carrier nouns. So a few weeks ago I was looking through one of the public Facebook IELTS pages, and there was an essay submitted, and one of the mentors had made a comment on the site that there was an insufficient use of carrier nouns. And I thought to myself, yes, quite right. There's not enough use of carrier nouns in this essay. And then I thought to myself, I wonder what a carrier noun is. And so, not knowing, I went onto the internet and did some research, and I found a long academic treatise on carrier nouns, which I read. And at the end of that treatise, I thought to myself, I still don't know what a carrier noun is. But then I stumbled across another reference which said that a carrier noun is another term for an abstract noun. And I thought, okay, now I know what we're talking about here. So an abstract noun is a noun that refers to a quality or to an idea. It is a noun, but it's something that you can't see, hear, smell, touch, or taste. And I've written a few examples of such nouns on the board here. So an aim, or a purpose, or an objective. These are nouns, obviously, but they are things that have no physical existence. You can't see, hear, smell, touch, or taste them. A belief, a process, a reference that comes in very handy for task 1 writing. A question, an issue, and a view. These are all examples of what I know as abstract nouns, but which apparently are also known as carrier nouns. So the importance of carrier nouns or abstract nouns is that they are very commonly used in academic writing, and they add complexity to sentences. And so for those of you who are struggling for ways to bring your writing up from a 6.5 or a 7 into an 8, these are the sort of devices that you're going to need to introduce. Fortunately, it's not as hard as you might think to do so. So let's take an example. Sorry, you can't see. So I've written on the board behind me here a couple of lines that you would very typically find in a piece of task 2 writing in the introduction. Many people argue that blah, 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 blah. And then in this essay, I will blah, 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 blah. And so this is a solid approach to IELTS writing, and it's entirely appropriate. But language like that's never going to get you a 9. In order to move into the really high scores for IELTS, very simple, reliable sentences like that need to be changed. And one of the ways that you can change them is by the use of carrier nouns. So we start with, many people argue that. How can we change this into a sentence that uses a carrier noun? Well, how about saying something like, the debate that is hotly disputed, or the view that is widely held. See, by restructuring the question like this, you've created a far more complex sentence and given more colour to your meaning and to your writing. Similarly, in this essay, I will, which many of you use as a thesis statement, you could add more complexity to a statement like that by saying, my aim in this essay, or my purpose, or my objective in this essay will be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the appropriate response is. And so by making a couple of minor changes and by introducing some carrier nouns to your writing, you can increase the complexity of your essays, and that will inevitably lead to better IELTS scores. Okay, so that's all for this week. Good luck, and I'll see you for next week's tip.